Okay, guys, how are we doing today? So, latest in the Iran news is apparently Iran shot down a United States drone. I'm trying to get my hair back to behave. They shot down one of our drones in what Trump says is international waters, but Iran says nope, not international waters. U.S. President Donald Trump has not ruled out an airstrike against Iran in retaliation for the shooting down of a U.S. Navy drone. The U.S. military insists the drone was over in international waters, but Iran says this is false. The robot aircraft was shot down by an Iranian missile on Thursday morning local time. The U.S. Central Command confirmed but said that Iranian reports that the drone was in its airspace were false. This was an unprovoked attack on a U.S. surveillance asset in international airspace, said Captain Bill Irvin. Asked if the U.S. was considering a retaliatory strike, Trump told reporters at the White House, "You'll soon find out." A tweet from Steve Herman says, "Shooting down U.S. drone might have been a mistake by an Iranian general or someone else," says at POTUS. "I find it hard to believe it was international," he says in Oval Office. Another tweet from Steve Herman says, "Question, are you willing to go to war with Iran?" At POTUS, "You'll find out." These are quotes from Trump. "I have a feeling that it was a mistake made by somebody who shouldn't have been doing what they did. About the incident, speaking after meeting with Canadian PM Justin Trudeau. I find it harder to believe that it was intentional. It could have been somebody who was loose and stupid." Oh, what, you mean like you? John Bolton, Trump's hawkish national security advisor who has pushed for a hard-line policy on Iran, is on his way to Israel to discuss regional security with U.S. allies in the Middle East, the White House said. John Bolton, Trump's hawkish national security advisor who has pushed for a hard-line policy on Iran, is on his way to Israel to discuss regional security with U.S. allies in the Middle East, the White House said. So John Bolton's going to two places, apparently. Well, at least it's not Barack Obama going around apologizing for us again, or traveling the world acting like he's still president. Yeah, that's a thing. You can look it up. Maybe I'll make a little video about that sometime, but that's not the point right now. He's a jackass. Trump denied that members of the administration were pushing him towards war, saying that he wanted to end endless wars like Afghanistan and not get into new ones, just like he said during the 2016 campaign. But Iran shooting down the U.S. drone is a new wrinkle, a new fly in the ointment. That's an interesting metaphor. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif has accused the U.S. of waging economic terrorism and covert action against his country, and now encroaching on its territory. "We don't seek war, but will zealously defend our skies, land, and waters." Tension between Washington and Tehran have been rising for the past several months, with the U.S. sending additional troops to the region, blaming Tehran for attacks on several oil tankers in international waters. Iran has rejected the accusations. Yes, they have, and you could say, oh, well, everyone who's guilty says they're innocent. Do they? And I suppose an innocent person is going to say that they're guilty. That's really not an argument, is it? I mean, you saw last week's video. I saw, the supposed photographic evidence, and sure, it showed a melting ship, a smaller ship coming along the big oil tanker a few moments before. And we did see some uniforms on those guys. It sort of looked like Iranian Guard. They looked like IRGC, but no positive ID, no positive ID on who actually did it. There's still a certain measure of plausible deniability about this. We can't risk going to war unless we are absolutely 100% certain. We do not need another fucking war in the Middle East. And even if they did do it, so what? Those were Japanese oil tankers. Ergo, none of our business. Unless Japan expressly asks us to help, we should just stay out of it, because it's their tankers, it doesn't concern us. I mean, Fuck, why are we always intervening in other countries' problems? Why can't we just mind our own damn business? Is that really so hard? I don't think it is. But apparently our government thinks it is. They apparently find it damn near impossible. It's not impossible. Just stay out of their business, and let's mind ours. Let's cut that military budget and get our infrastructure back up to snuff. Did you know that the U.S. power grid is at possible risk of total shutdown due to negligence? I mean, it might surprise you, but it certainly doesn't surprise me with all the spending that we do in all the wrong places, mind you. It's part of the reason why we couldn't even begin to afford a war with Iran anyway. Let's just mind our own, pardon my language, let's mind our own goddamn business. Please. But if we must do anything about Iran, let's wait until we have absolute 100% confirmation who is really responsible for those tankers. Or hell, how about confirmation for the rocket launch in the Baghdad Green Zone? We still don't know who actually did that. Not positively. Positive ID is important. You see a few uniforms that happen to belong. Oh, well, you know, those uniforms could have been stolen, you know. That's not good enough. We need faces. We need names. If you can't get that, then sorry, no war. I certainly won't support you if you go to war. I mean, if you do go to war with Iran, quite frankly, fuck you. Anyway.